The charitable gaming funding was a big part of that. I'm really grateful to all of you for being here. My name is Cindy Crowe. I am a member of the Red Rock Indian Band. I live here on this very sacred land that we call Ni Bin, which means it is summer. I'm recognized as a lodge keeper, elder, jack of all trades, right? And yeah, I've been here 7.5 years, and I've been a lodge keeper. I've been aware I'm a lodge keeper since 2007. It's an honor. It's a real honor. I'm very committed to my role, and I take care of about 15,000 people a year online, and then I'll say several hundred in person. To me, what it means is that I'm able to hold space for people, whether that's spiritually or physically. Spirit brings messages and healing through me, and then I'm able to voice it to the individuals. And usually what happens after that is the thunder beings come by and they grab whatever's been released and they transmute it back to the universe. So it's a very interesting relationship, and I have never been so happy in all of my life. And I'm a mom to 5 adult children, 3 grandchildren, and I have never been happier ever. We're on 135 acres. We have watershed going through the property that feeds directly into Lake Superior, so it is it's very special to me because our ancestors, of course, were greeting people on the shores of Gitchigaming, on the shores of Lake Superior, and now I get to do that. And we have international visitors that come and spend time at the retreats, come for ceremonies. I just had the summer solstice retreat, and I had a gentleman come from the UK. He was here last fall. I had a young woman come all the way from Spain. So people are learning of it, and they're coming because people are craving community. They're craving interconnectedness. They're craving to learn, that self-discovery, that self-awareness. And so it's a safe place for them to do it. On January 2nd of this year, I learned through one of my lives that I was doing on Inside Timer that I was going to have 13 cabins up here on my property by the June retreat. And I thought, okay, what's my role in this? My role was to believe that it was going to happen and to keep pushing forward. And not sure if you heard about the recent Robinson Superior Treaty payouts, but I received exactly enough to pay for the 13 cabins. And so, yeah, it's a reinvestment back into me, back into the community, back to the land. It's such a gift. They'll be used, they've already been used, and they will continue to be used. So I have people coming, wanting to experience the culture and the exchanges. They'll help out on the property. There will be people that will come for healing. So people possibly from halfway houses or, they have attended treatment for addictions. But mostly it will be people coming for an Anishinaabe experience. The cruise ships have reached out to me already, and Tourism Thunder Bay has reached out to me. So they're very interested in providing their guests with, they call them Indigenous experiences. And so I'm very happy to provide that. So I treat this like a social enterprise. When we're able to rent out the cabins, we will. When Spirit presents someone to us that needs some assistance, well, I'll be able to do that too. And that's part of what we use the funds for, right? That we earn through the bingo shares. We've been able to offer so much. So before we were here, we were downtown in Thunder Bay. We were on Victoria Avenue East. And so we were right in the hood helping people. And so that funding was able to help us with programming costs like food. Food is very important, right? Food is a common denominator for all humans. And so it's always important that we have food available for people. So food was important. supplies for doing different activities. We have birthed probably over 500 hand drums. And where did the funds come from for that? So there's so many examples. Last June, so June of 2024, we were able to sponsor 30 people to come to retreat. So that included all of their food, their resources for the activities they participated in. It covered all of those costs. So we did receive other funding, but definitely the charitable gaming funding was a big part of that. We're legally known as Ojashkogijic Traditional Teaching Lodge, which is clear blue sky. So there were two messengers that brought the lodge to us. One was clear blue sky, and the other one was Wabe Maingen, or gray wolf. They were very clear with their direction that these lodges, what we're doing, everything that we're doing are for everyone. So I used to say that all the time, and people would still think it was only for Indigenous people. So now I say all ethnicities, all genders, and all ages, because we've had very young people here and we've had people older than me here. So, it's important to me that people understand that. And we are helping them to get interconnected with the everything that is around us. And that is very important for us. And I know that when people walk away, they do have a different perspective on it. So the community, the supportive community, the loving support, unconditional love, unconditional support can do a lot for people. People talk about love when they leave here.